Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Today I brought you to Kiev along the south coast. It's a smaller seaside village and it has a ferry which takes you to Hurst Castle, which was built by Henry VIII back in the 1540s, and it was used for defence against the French invaders and the Holy Roman Empire. You can't really see it from there, it's just over there in the background, and that place you can see there is the Isle of Wight. So we're just waiting for the little ferry to come back to pick us up, to give us a trip there and back, which costs £7 for adults and around £3 for children, I think. I'm not sure what the sound's like. It might be a bit blowy. There's a light wind blowing through, so it might muffle the sound a little bit. But, there you go. Anyway, we better go and queue for this ferry so no one jumps off place. Well, I'll just find my feet because it's a bit wavy at the moment, but we're here at the castle. Henry VIII's castle. So yeah, let's have a look around then. We'll just go and pay and then we'll get in there. And the 1873 there, that was when Queen Victoria added a couple of wings to the side of it. And there's a track on the entrance there, which see the old cast iron pulley wheels for the door, drawbridge. Guards room, let's have a look. I've never been here, so I don't know much about the place, so we'll just be going around these old telephones. And there's old Henry VIII there himself. And that's what it looks like from above and around. Shell cases. That would have diverted the tracks. There's a little junction here. That would have diverted the tracks somehow. Swap them over. We're just going to wander around and see where we end up. That's where they would have had their candles. Well, it looks like electric there now, but years ago they would have had explosives in these sort of places, so they would have had stuff behind glass to keep it from exploding. I ain't got a clue what this is about, the ladder going down there. Oh. And a rope, it moves. I don't want to start must be a bucket or something. Anyway. Similar place like before, shifting lobby, whatever that is. Coal store. These markers must have been, I don't know what, maybe for tonnage. Maybe every time they come back so far it would have been 10 tonne, 20 tonne, 30 tonne, 40 tonne and a 50 tonne. I'm guessing. I haven't got a clue, but okay. That definitely looks like World War II sort of stuff, that. And can't go on it, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen's toilets beneath. So somewhere. Hello? Can't tell you much about this. Looks like something floating device out of the water. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't got a clue what it is. Oh, it's a, what's it in it? A wind thingy maybe. Lump of metal there, that looks like it's been hit with a bomb of some sort. Maybe part of a ship. With a large cannon. Definitely really odd, that one is. These tracks seem to run around the old building by the looks of it. It's just a way of getting stuff around. With another one of those little places again. Cartridge lift. Oh, this was where they'd bring up cartridges from down below. They must have been stored below all the ammunition and stuff, and they would have brought it up, carried it out to the cannons and shot it. I doubt the cannon would have been there, it would have probably been up higher. It looks like we have an older lighthouse light here, or some sort of beacon, light beacon, for ships to be aware of the the castle and the surrounding rock in the sea and stuff. Egypt Point Optic. Egypt Point Optic. There we go. This would have been the northernmost point of the Isle of Wight. Loads of little rooms that you can pop into. Look at these doors, they're so rotten. It's really old. Must have been from the Victorian times. Yes, a lift shaft of some sort. This would have been where the stuff would have probably come up, loaded beneath, brought up, rolled out on the rollers there, put on the trolley, then carted out to the tracks, and then used. Well, things were, yeah, definitely look. See, things were brought up, I don't know what they are, maybe boxes of ammunition, not actually individual bits and pieces. And some of the old ammunition boxes, so what it probably used during World War II and stuff. General store. That must have been a shop for the people who lived there and worked there, and they would have bought their bits and pieces there probably. And we've got this big generator run there. I don't know what it's about. You might not hear much of my voice at the moment because it is quite loud, but I'm going to walk over and have a look at what's going on. I can smell the fumes. Oh, it's terrible, that is. Really bad exhaust fumes coming from that. Oh. An old engine there. Probably generators these are. But that's not an old engine, that's some old hire thing they've borrowed. Must be to, you know, keep the place running, bits and pieces over here running. Old Lister engine. I don't think these, well, I couldn't tell you what these are about. And these, look at these would have been anti-aircraft lights, so they could see the lights, see the craft out there at night time. You know, the big bulb in there of some sort would have been shone out. To come from here, reflected onto this mirror, and then shone out the front there for the glass. Yeah. A couple of those, and on tracks as well. This one is anyway. Our little tank tracks. That's what they look really cool. They don't look like they work anymore. Oh, there you go. Look. People at work doing this stuff with it. Searchlights. Something to do with Hong Kong there in the 1950s. Read that. It's just World War II searchlights. Again, just telling you a bit more information about it, what they were used for and when. Garrison Theatre. I don't know. World War II Garrison Theatre. I don't know what this is about, whether it's a... Let's have a look. This is where they'll probably entertain the troops and the people who lived there. This piece. This is a twin 6 PDR. Quick firing guns, which would have used for the coastal defence during the war. 1939 to 45. Rapid fire range of 5,500 sketch of what it would have been like here when they would have put shows on and entertained everybody.
Possibly depicting Shakespearean characters, Romeo and Juliet. The curtains are made from hessian, which is used to camouflage the castle's guns and searchlights when they weren't in use, and performers entered through a passage at the back of the stage. To arrange variety shows and artists reported on the Henry Spectre of the Castle by very quite low from here. They occasionally found themselves a room or mud after a navigation error by the exterior.
There then. Loads of little cubby holes in places and some warheads there. This would have been somewhere, a storage place, I suppose. Fly over here quickly and see what this is. Try and make my way round as a route. Still smell those generators. Do some filters on those. Shell store full of big guns. At the end. It goes down that one. Can't see. I see it's about 10-15 foot away and then it ends. Must be just another storage plant. More stores. It's the same as that other part, just little side chutes where they hide them or keep them contained, separate. Well, I don't know what it's like where you are, but today is Saturday, I think it's the 27th of May. And it's lovely down the south there. And another lighthouse top there, look. That would have been on top somewhere, I suppose. Can we go in? No, I doubt it. The Nav Tower lantern, that's what that is. Get around here. I've never been here before, I've lived around here for a long time. The lights, light keeper stuff, this is all about the lights. And it's the lighthouse. Look at these pieces of glass. Really fucking good quality.
In the darkness, amidst the danger of unchanged seas, busy seaways and rugged coastline, there is a light to guide you home. Trinity House, serving the mariner.
These would have been attached to boats and would have floated around the area, I suppose. watching the captains with the war binocular sights. Hall. That's more lanterns. Oh, these were floating ones, I think. This would have been their shelter for them to chill out, keep warm. Gun crew. It's a maze, there's loads of little rooms going off everywhere on this place. Small cannons, slightly larger one. Do you know, street bollards are actually based upon the shape of these, because when they had so many cannons and no use to anybody anymore, what they did, they cut them down and stand them up, and today you still see some of them around in certain places, and they're used as bollards now.
In the service room, we've got two sector lines. So the narrow people line led down from the Needles Channel. These are what we make here. We check the state of the fans and so on.
Control panels for lights. Photographs in the past.
That's what we can see.
Also in the service
lighthouse stuff.
We're going to take us
Quite a lot to see here, to be fair.
up into the lantern, which is just above my head.
Loads of different lanterns, copper, brass, stuff that would survive the sea and the salt air.
Here we are on the lighthouse gallery, which is outside the lantern. Predominantly, it's the steelwork which supports the helipad across the roof. This was built in 1987. Although the keepers
It's the replica of the kitchen, the lighthouse kitchen. It would have been something like this.
Its final design in 1994.
I hope you enjoyed this tour of the lighthouse. It gives you a small insight of what life is really like on board a really working lighthouse.
stairs. See where this leads us to. Well, I think up here is just a viewing gallery, so you can have a look around. And and there's the Isle of Wight, straight opposite. And there's the Needles. And this is Hurst Spit, which is a gravel track taking you all the way up to Keyhaven, where we caught the ferry from. You can walk it, bit of a trek, or ride it even, or windsurf if you've got windsurf. See how thick the concrete was, almost 2 foot. Shows how close we are to Isle of Wight. You see it very clearly from here. The lighthouse there. Looks like our ferry. Going back and forth. The ferry runs every 20 minutes. And there's got a larger ferry when the water comes up, so you're not cramped on that small one. And you won't get stuck. Right, so I'm going to cut you off for a second, because I don't think we can go anywhere else up here. We've got to go along now, and you don't want to see that twice, so see you shortly. Okay, so we're back at the entrance we were coming in. We're going the other route this time. And, one of the guns. .40mm. Go look at this beast. 38 ton gun. Imagine what that would have done to your boat if one of them hit you. And there's the things up top which would have pushed the ammunition down the tube and loaded it with gunpowder or whatever, however they did it. Looks like one of the warheads maybe. Bed. That's barracks for four men. That would have fitted. Would have been for another gun. Have a quick peek in there, 2 seconds. Not a lot to see here. And again. This is the main castle part. I think that must be one of the wings that the Victorians built. So look. Some sort of thing going on there. Trying to involve that. Have a look around. The old oak beams on the floor up. Must be a stairwell in the middle. shell store with all the store down there. An old canoe. Bit of history of the ferries and stuff. Again, this would have been one of the places they could have kept a lookout. Floor roof, let's have a look. Nice. Once again, all you can do up here is have a look around. It's not an exhibit or anything. Nice view out there though. Shower of some sort. It's a little roof terrace to look over the courtyard there. Okay, let's get out of this book. Hurst. Brought them up. So around, pop down quickly. So dark down here, you can't see the floor. Alright. Not sure what would have been down there. There's explosive glass in the middle there, so they could have lights in there shining out, little candles or whatnot, just to stop any ammunition blowing up that would have been in there. shelf stores. I suppose it would have been, you know, spread out throughout the castle to be ready for any guns in position in that area. Can come down, it's okay.
Whoever built these steps should have a tape measure for that stuff.
Really low, that ceiling. Mind your head, it does say it there, but you didn't think it's it. God, I clunked myself then. This is the very top of this place. I don't know if you heard the guy then talking about whoever built this step should have used a tape measure, and the reason why the steps, well, I'm not saying these steps are the reason for that, but a lot of the old castles, they would have built steps, spiral staircases going up, and so far up you'd have an uneven step height, and when they'd be fighting with swords, they'd come up the steps fighting, defending behind them, and they'd know where the steps were because they'd be used to them. But you see, it's almost double the height of the other steps, so it's really steep, and then when they come round, they'd be fending off themselves with the swords, making their way up, keeping their right hand free, and the people chasing them wouldn't know about the step, and they'd slip or lose the balance or whatever. I'm not saying that's for this steps, but if you look in a lot of old places, that's usually the case. Next. I haven't got a clue where I am in the castle at the moment, or the surround, you know, what area of it I'm in. And there's loads more to see that we won't see today, just because don't know where I am. And I've not allowed myself enough time to do the old lot today. But another time I'll come back and go more in depth into it if it's something that you'd like to see. Shelf stores, loads of shelf stores. I'm sure we might have been in this one before. It looks the same. Yeah, so we're gonna head back this way now. Make our way out of here. Let's have a look. I think we've done this place already, haven't we? As you see, the height of the step there, and then that one there is another 40-50 mil higher, which is the uneven heights, just to help them, you know, defend if they're fighting. Well, anyway, I think I've come to the same place I was a minute ago. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. There's probably more to see out there, but for today, this is done. So if you enjoyed the content and you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe, give us a share, and like the video. And we'll see you on the next one. Cheers for watching. There's a light wind coming off the sea at the moment, so I might sound a bit blowy on the camera. This is probably where one of the guns would have been mounted. There you go. That's it. Just before we finish this video, I thought I'd bring you over to show you the lighthouse up close. Not quite sure how high it is. I'd say around 100 foot as a guess.